We are back. Specifically, I am back. Once again, the Schmeat Nation 3 Podcast, as always, here and with me, Adam Rocket. Week 4 in the books, moving on to week 5. How are you feeling going into it?
Good.
Taking your first... No, you didn't lose. I'm all lost.
Yeah, I beat you.
Getting just
Felt good.
another victory.
Always feels good to win the podcast poll. Always exciting to come on the week after that. Surprised you're back on after that.
I know, I thought I might kill off another relative, but here we are, once again.
Yeah.
All right, same show as always. Let's rip it. Jumping into the matchups from last week, checking on one that I thought I had a chance, then woke up to an absolute nuke from Derrick Henry. That game was played at like 4 a.m. I think it finished my time, maybe probably later actually. Maybe it ended at like 5.
Yeah.
So was not
that
able to
one felt
watch it.
good.
That
one
sucked.
felt good. I was at Top Golf during this game, and just out the screen, out of the outfield, I kept seeing Derrick Henry bumbling on. Felt good. Just ripping drives right at Derrick Henry as he is running in another touchdown.
Yeah, this guy always fucks me. I think I had him 1 year and felt pretty good. That might have been last year. Can't remember, but the rest of the time he just absolutely fucks me. I played him in 2 leagues, so I should have known that he was gonna dick me.
I
That
love
Nico
Derrick
Collins.
Henry in PPR because he always goes off and he always slides in the draft. He's just unlike anyone else. Yeah, Nico Collins popping off too, making up for my
Is he wide
Rashi
receiver
Rice.
1? Oh no, Neighbors still 1.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous going into that Sunday night football game. We were having a close matchup, just because Rashi Rice went down and then Derrick Henry did what Derrick Henry does. And then we had, did you have anyone on Monday night? Yeah, it was Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I had Tyreek Hill. That guy fucking sucks. I got a problem at a moment with Cooper Kupp out, and I guess that's it. A Cooper Kupp out and Tua down kind of hurts. You can't be getting 8 points. You can get that from a random running back you found off the wire. So gotta do something, but we've adjusted and done it. So GG there. I didn't think I had a chance, and then you briefly had a chance, and it's just the fucking worst. Like, just don't let me.
When you
have a
get that
chance.
little bit of hope, when you see that like bar tick over 50% in ESPN, and you're like, I basically won this week.
I can do it. That Arizona game was nuts. Like, that's why I thought I had a decent chance. Like, I just coming out of that, and then Mark Andrews, just got another goose. So that was fun. I woke up and no one had sent a single snap. So I was like, huh, must not have been very entertaining. And then I had just already lost. So there we go. Jumping in, Eddie, after being disrespected in the power rankings week after week, drops a 147 over Max, gives Max his first L. Big emotional victory for Eddie. Quite a lot of performers going off here. Max's side, like, has a lot of decent numbers for only putting up 113, but I guess the math will tell you that it was a bad week. Especially from his guys here. Breece Hall and Travis Etienne. Oof, yikes.
Yeah, the running backs just really failed Mac this week, which is a bit of a shock because this guy seems to always get the running backs right. But, I think his team is better than what they are. I just thought it was crazy what the Jets were doing in that game. It was a bad weather game, and they just weren't feeding Breece. Like, is it time to sound the alarms in New York for him? Like, this Braylon Allen guy keeps popping off.
Is it over? Oh my God, only 10 carries. I guess they were just going 3 and out over and over again, huh? Yeah. And then at some point you just start slinging it. So that's tough. Definitely feels like Eddie's ceiling. I mean, he had a 33, and it also feels like pretty miraculous some of the other points he got from around. Obviously, Jalen Hurts could probably do more than JT, but I don't know. Maybe
I feel like every single Colts fantasy player just gets so much better when Anthony Richardson goes out. So it's like if he plays again this week, I don't see Jonathan Taylor getting quick 20 again.
Yeah, it is the Jags though. So we'll talk about those matchups next. Jumping into a nail biter. I don't really think I was chatting about this one. I was watching the Seth game, but this one also must have came down close to Geno Smith and JSN out there, and then Amon-Ra too. So maybe Bradley came back late. I'm not quite sure what the distribution of points would have been, but Parker squeaks out with a victory here.
Yeah, I can't believe Geno Smith threw for 400 yards and only ended up with 23 points. It's kind of crazy, but I guess he doesn't run. He didn't throw for very many touchdowns. They're all getting taken by Kenneth Walker. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
wild performance, a bounce back from Mike Evans, but a bounce back from Mike Evans, you're still only putting up 119, not even getting to 120. That's tough.
He definitely needs Devonta Smith back. Cam Akers pretty bad. There's
Yeah,
a lot of talk about Ramondre. Like, he's been fumbling a bunch, huh? But he
I
still
think he
put up
has a
8.
fumble in every game. Yeah.
Oh, that's not ideal.
That's not what you like to see from your starting running back. So whoever got Antonio Gibson might have a little bit of a gem there.
Yeah, this one's a tough loss for Brad because he's got to be feeling some pressure here. He's been rocking the double tight end for a while, but Kyle Pitts, I mean, I'm in the same boat, right? It feels so bad to bench these guys, but with Brock Bowers, I feel like he must. Well,
Yeah,
he's hasn't been horrible.
I
I mean,
mean,
I
that's
don't think
good
he's
for
horrible.
tight ends this year, but it's like you have Brock Bowers, who is he still a top five tight end?
Yeah,
No,
3.
yeah, top three.
He's
So it's like,
definitely, well, he's slowed down a little bit.
but it's just like you can't. In a year where tight ends are bad, playing two tight ends just feels so bad. I feel like Brad snuck out with two pretty easy victories for him early. I'm pretty lucky,
Oh
if
my
you
God,
ask me.
shots fired. Parker benching Jordan Love's crazy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well,
See what
Brad will
happens.
use
I
that
don't
as
think
some
Brad has put up
ammunition
more than
here.
120 points in a week on Ryan. We'll see. See what happens.
That's fair. And then the surprise of the week, I don't know if anyone had this. 180 for Jay Yip, just domination across the board from pretty much everyone except Patrick Mahomes and Amari Cooper. But damn, can't imagine putting up 180. That's a lot of points. And unfortunately, on the receiving end of that was Conor, who's waiver wire darling. Carson Steele kind of stunk. And then the rest of the team didn't look horrible, but it's not enough to win. Wouldn't have beaten anyone. Last place versus the first place on the week. And man, when you get 23 and a 34 combined points from the defense, like good things are gonna happen.
Yeah, this was just a great week from Jasper overall. Like kind of a team effort, you know. Usually when you get these massive weeks, it's like one or two guys going in the 30s, but no one going above 30 points for Jasper here. So that's gotta feel good, especially when he was 0-3. Is a great bounce back for him. I think there's, he's got a bit to look forward to coming up.
Yeah, maybe you can build on this, get some momentum. Jumping into the next one that should have been a good game, but ended up being pretty decided for Jamie here. But and this is like kind of the opposite from what we see from the other guys. Like they're all sub 20-ish, right? But just high teens, and it ends up at 145. Like really shows the floor games from Jamie and why we both like her team, I think, week in and week out. And on the other side, Andrew, just weird games. He had a lot of weird games. You expect Josh Allen in a 35-10 game to do a bit more, but nope. And
Yeah, you just couldn't
Ayuk
do
seemed
it. I
weird.
mean, that's the problem with taking QB early is like they're gonna have these off games. No QB ever goes like 30 plus every single game of the year. I guess that's every player though. But more on Jamie's side is this New York Giants offense, man. She's kind of all in on the passing game there. And if they keep, you know, being behind in games, I don't see why it can't work. I mean, especially in full point PPR, Wandale's just gonna get 10 catches a game. It's crazy.
Damn, why not? I mean, they're always probably going to be losing.
Yeah, she's got AJ Brown on the bench too. Like putting up 145 with your first round draft pick on the bench is crazy. Couldn't
Yeah,
be
and that
me.
feels good that they have the bye right now because like she's still picking up wins. He's got the bye to make sure he's fully healed and he'll come back and hopefully stay out on the field. So and then she can kind of, maybe continue to ride Wandale or really just have to work around one flex. Like Aaron Jones has suddenly been a dog and then everyone else is an always start. So it'll look
Yeah,
pretty damn good when AJ Brown's
she's
back
got a
if she can
solid
stay
team.
healthy.
Looking to be the first person to repeat in Schmeat Nation history.
Would be incredible on Andrew's side. I think he still has a good team, just a weird week, and it's gonna happen. I mean, he had 3 great weeks. He picks up his first L there, still competitive, and Jumping into the game, I teased earlier that I was watching pretty closely on Monday. The Reese Seth game. Reese needed like one more catch from DK Metcalf for like a quarter and a half. Like
I mean,
pretty
or Calvin Ridley, man.
damn
Like he
wild.
had Calvin Ridley on Monday night too, and
Oh God.
just
Yeah,
putting
this
up
is just
2.5 and just watching the Dolphins defense take down Head Ray. I didn't know Reese had so much going on Monday night.
yeah, Jesus, he had a
Yeah, that is
lot
tough.
going. It's just like he's the pieces that are good are great, and the rest of the team is just gross. Feels
Mhm.
bad losing to 20 points from the kicker. Like these are always the things where
Especially
start
when
getting
Seth's
angry.
defense puts up -3 as well. But
Oh
that's
man,
just a
starting the
testament to, I
Bills
guess, the
against
rest of.
his QB too. I guess he really wanted to keep this team. They've been good this year. Oh, they have been good. So
Yeah.
maybe that's fair,
It was
but
still
oof.
tough. I mean, especially when you've got droppable guys on the bench. Like, I mean, say what you want about Trey Benson and Jake Fuller. You could have tanked a week with a different defense, but
Yeah,
hey,
that's true. Or
he still
just
came out
not
with the
played
win,
him.
you know? Oh, wait, no, he didn't
Not
come
he
out with the win. Yeah.
lost. He
That's right.
lost.
Yeah, never mind. Just not, yeah, if he didn't play the
Just
defense, he
benched
would have
him.
won.
That would be
Crazy.
such a fucking move though.
That would be so
You expect in
disrespectful.
these primetime games that someone slings a pick or something, but that's okay. I think and when you look at this one and the team who won versus the team who lost, like Seth has got to feel a bit more optimistic than Reese on the
Yeah.
year. I mean, there's a lot of concern there from Reese's end. Like he had to have a lot go right, so
Mhm.
we'll see. But Xavier Worthy should be a good pick moving forward. I'm surprised he didn't play him. Was this guy bad the other weeks? Oh, he
Yeah,
had
I
been
mean, he
on a
wasn't really
bunch of
doing
bad.
anything,
Yeah.
and then he didn't really. He had one catch. That's just gonna be Xavier Worthy, where it's just he either gets a 50-yard touchdown or he doesn't.
Ah, that is brutal. All right, jumping into the power rankings here. Out of reclaims the top spot. I was honestly so shocked that you weren't at the top spot last week, but
Hmm.
you guys saw something in Max's team, and
Well, Max's team, I think, was coming off like a 160 to 180 point performance, which
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
is tough to not bump that up. I mean, he had me in points for, I think, after last week, so
I see.
he
Yeah, I
technically
guess that
was, and
makes
he was
sense because
undefeated at that point, you know.
that's true. He had a lot going for him there. A lot
Yeah.
going. Jasper gets quite a big bump up with his 180, but not quite at the top. You could call that some disrespect there. I I'm optimistic in my team for some reason, but when I look at the teams below mine, I'm like, man, my team is way better than this. But maybe that's hubris. Like, although I guess you weren't far off. We just switched.
I
I'm a
mean,
Parker hater.
I think your points against is a pretty good tell of how the season has been going for you.
Yeah,
I
we've
don't
always
know it
been
off
in
the
it, I
top of
guess.
my head, but I know that you've had some close games.
Yeah, we have. We've been getting a little unlucky there, guys. Sure up the defense. We'll work on that one. But overall, pretty close spread. I mean, no one's in the 300s. Obviously, Reese down here at 406, but you got him at 10. Oh, yeah, the biggest discrepancy, Eddie. Zoom in on
I
Eddie's
can dive
team.
into that team for a second.
The wide receivers are absolutely concerning. But he's
All
got
four
Puka
of
in it.
them. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, having Puka on the bench is tough. Who else? Who else does he have? Does he have anyone else on the Nah. Like that's my thing with this team is it's
It's
just like I
tough.
don't like is like I like the running backs, I guess, but other than that, it's hard. I don't really like Jonathan Taylor either. I don't really like any part of this Colts offense, and he's got two major pieces in it.
He got Ken Walker back. I just feel like that's gotta be worth something.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
guys
is
put
the
up what,
best part
like,
of his team.
yeah, yeah. Has an easy week this week, but that's a good point. Maybe we'll see. Justin Tucker's just a liability. I can't believe he still has him. This guy has done nothing.
It's
Just
the name and the
missing field
name
goals
value.
left and right, man. Oh, horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
is he
All from
washed?
grace.
Some say he might be washed.
Where else are we wide on?
I think we have a difference on Andrew and Matt or Seth. You have Seth.
Yeah, but I like the way that this slotted out where they're all at 4. Like that
Mhm.
seemed
I
really
think
nice
that
to me.
that is a pretty good
Yeah,
indicator of where their
like they're
teams
all
are at
around
the
each other.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like who's good. We'll chat them in the
Not bad.
matchups. There you go, Eddie. Little spotlight view on your team. Any more to touch on in the power rankings?
No, I don't think so.
We'll take a keen eye on the 3, 4, 5 slot in the standings, and we can jump right here at the 6 and 8 slot here with the 1 and 3 me going up against the 1 and 3 Jasper. Jasper obviously coming off of probably the biggest point total of the season so far. 180, is that the most? Seems like it.
As far as I know, yeah, I don't know if
It
we've had
seems
any
pretty
other
good.
big explosions like that. Max, I
The
think week 1 had a pretty high, or week 3.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. But 180 seems like maybe 160 was dropped. I can't remember. But on Jasper's side, the running backs, incredible picks by him there. 4 and 1. It's a great running back duo. Kind of a genius maneuver to grab those guys.
Yeah, I
Smart.
mean that Alvin Kamara slipping as far as he did in the draft is just crazy.
Yeah, in PPR too. Should have taken that guy. That was foolish.
Yeah,
But it's really just what do you focus on? Like Jasper is focused on the running backs. I mean, I don't really think DeAndre Swift is that good, but he did have a good game last week, so he knows
he's
to
got the
him
ability to have games. Yeah, he's always been that guy that's either nothing or
or everything.
everything. Yeah,
And on my side, I focused on the wide receivers, and now 2 of them are on the bench. So we'll see how it goes.
I mean
Tyreek
the
Hill
depth
on the
of your team.
bench, fire him up in your other leagues. You know he's about to go crazy.
Yeah, the
I
Dante
really wanted
Hendricks
Kareem
pickup is
Hunt. I
good
was
too.
hoping that there was a chance Connor didn't take him, but then he did. So I settled with the other top dog. We'll see how Wicks goes. That's always exciting.
Yeah,
And
I
Mark
mean, I think your
Andrews, man.
roster construction is good this week. Mark Andrews is tough just because the way that things have been going for him all season.
But I'll stick with him. I feel like it's one of those things where the tight end position's horrible for everyone for the most bit. And it's like if I go to the wire and I'm thinking about like who could possibly win me a week, like 6 or 7 points, I guess, has been the difference in some of my games. But like Mark Andrews must still have it in him to win a week, in my
He
opinion.
just
And
hasn't
maybe that's
gotten
just foolish.
like
So
our. I guess when they get to the red zone, they used to go to Andrews a lot, and now that's just Derrick Henry. Like
yeah,
I don't know. And that week 1, it was Isaiah Likely. So who knows?
true,
Seems like he's
true.
fallen down the peaking order of that offense, and
Yeah, yeah. We'll
I
see.
don't
There's
know.
probably
It's tough,
some
but like you said,
historical.
there's who are you going to start instead? Dalton Schultz, who is also like the 4th option on his team. Like,
Yeah, it's just do I want to get a goose from some fucking rando or do I want to get a goose from Mark Andrews and then I can complain about Mark Andrews? Like I have all these
that
memes
is
queued
very
up for
true.
Mark Andrews. Like I don't want to have to redo my entire portfolio. So thank God Brian Robinson Jr. is good at football because I have some semblance of a hero RB going. I know he's got the questionable, and then thank God Andy Dalton is playing, man. Thank God that guy's playing because otherwise I would be weak at that fourth wide receiver slot.
Yeah, yeah. That
But
Deontay
now we got a
Johnson pick
dog.
is looking like a steal. Red
With the
rifle
Rashi
coming
Rice
in.
going down, man, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey could make the difference here. It would not surprise me at all if I lose. Like Washington, you can slice up. I could see a huge game from Amari Cooper.
But like, I mean, there have been teams that Cleveland have played that you can slice up, and they just haven't. Like Deshaun Watson just looks so bad.
Yeah, he is really bad at football, which
I
is
don't know,
such a
it's tough,
shame.
but he
He used to be
does.
so
Jasper
good.
does have the cheat code down at kicker, so that could be the difference. You're projected more than him.
Oh, I got number 2, baby.
Oh
Let's
my god,
go.
this is
The
the
defensive
kicker
kickers
duel, man.
lineup is actually immaculate, dude. Like, holy shit. This is quite the battle down there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know why you would ever project Brandon
that's
Aubrey less than
spicy.
9 points. I don't think he's
Spicy.
done it. He literally has not done it, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Seems like a
Um,
questionable rating, and I didn't. The
yeah.
line is
ESPN has it at
21.
even.
That's
That's tough.
tough. I'll go myself,
I'm
obviously.
gonna take Jasper here. I think Jasper comes off that 180 point weekend, and I think he follows it up.
I can see it. The only good thing I have. Oh, they're in the same game.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
It's
like, it's
outdoor
tough to kick
kicker.
in Pittsburgh unless you're Chris Boswell. So we'll see. I really, whoever wins the kicking game, when do these guys play? What time is this game at? Must be in the afternoon. They love having Dallas
No,
in
it's
the
at
afternoon.
Pittsburgh. It's probably. Oh, I guess Dallas always
I don't
plays
know how
late.
to look at this at all.
Go to schedule. Or
Oh,
it's on the
wait, right
left.
here.
On the-
Oh,
Oh
it's
my god,
on
it's prime time. It's in
oh
prime
man.
time, dude.
Is that the
Let's
last
go,
game?
dude. The
Well, who's
kicking
the
back.
Monday night game this
No,
week?
because we got
Oh, Kansas City, New
yeah,
Orleans.
yeah.
Oh fuck, man. I have to go. He's got like a
Oh,
billion
he's got
guys in
so
that
many
game.
people in that game. That's crazy.
Oh, that's gonna be horrible. All right, I think we spent like 10 minutes on that one, so that was good. Here we got 3-1 Max. Low projection here. I guess he's got an injured guy. Going up against Seth at 2-2. Seth trying to knock Max down to his level here. Ah man, these are both teams that we had ranked in that 4 clump. Average out to 4. Max doing better overall with the points found, and
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, it
you can
seems really
just see it
close.
in the average from their players. I mean, 142 to 141, basically. Like,
Yeah.
these guys both have great teams here. Now that Jordan Love is back, I mean, Jaden Reed, if you just look at his stats, the 2 games that Jordan Love has played, has gone like 29 points. So,
Yeah, I mean, player ranking 4 on the year.
yeah. So
Pretty
I think
damn good. 139 and 138.
he definitely
Touchdown
just
and
clicks
reach.
with Jordan Love.
Jesus Christ, that's insane. I didn't even realize he was doing that good, and I have him in places.
He
I'm gonna
gets
get him
Trey
back in there.
McBride back too.
Sheesh.
Seth's got a good team. I do like Seth's team.
Yeah, where'd you put him?
I had him at 5.
You're the guy who doesn't like
I
Adam
know.
confirmed Seth Hater, dude. What are you talking about?
I
He
know,
does.
right?
He has a bit of a Sauce Gardner angle, but I don't
But
necessarily
I
know
don't
if
think
Sauce
Sauce
has been
Gardner has
shutting down
been like,
guys. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not like I feel
Oh,
like,
but Max has the Jets. Damn, there's some storylines all over again. Place.
yeah, this is good. Who does he have on his bench that he's going to play instead of Devontae?
Probably Singletary,
It'll
Eckler.
probably be Singletary, I'm guessing.
Rostering the
And
double
like
tight
Max
end.
goes by projections at this
Stephen
point.
Haydenhurst on the bench. Why is he having
What
a?
has this guy
Yeah, I
done?
don't know. He picked him up. He's been holding him for the whole season, man. Look at this guy. Actually, to be fair, I understand why he kept him.
Look at here.
Pretty good looking man. Um, wait, I think I do it a little zoomed in.
Yeah, we could get a little
Sorry for the
zoom in. We
viewers at
get a
home.
little zoom in
A
action.
little 40-minute into the recording zoom in action. Yeah, I'd probably go Austin Eckler. Who'd you play out of these two?
Against Cleveland, probably Austin Eckler. I think they have a pretty weak
Damn, I
defense.
was hoping we could bet on Max's sub
Stop.
running back
And,
this year. Who are you taking? I think I'm gonna stick with my rankings. I think I have Seth higher. I do.
yeah,
Give
I'll
me
stick
Seth.
to my rankings too, and I'll take Max.
Yeah, confirmed Seth hater. This is huge redemption for Seth because earlier in the year I think I took someone else over him. There you go, Seth.
You did it.
Oh man.
This
Oh
was
no. And
this is just
oh
like a combination of injuries mixed with bye week.
he'll sort it out. He'll definitely get, let's see, 10 points, and then he doesn't have a player to put in. But he'll
And then he'll
definitely
get
get
six
to
more
the
projections. He'll
100.
get like more than he'll get like 16 more points.
Yeah, he'll be at like 110 or something. But 0-4, Connor takes on the 2-2 Eddie. Eddie's got the advantage in every category except for the Juwan
Except for
Jennings.
the Jawan Jennings category.
Although Juwan Jennings has the full San Francisco 49ers team back now. Although he did last week too. Is this guy just insane? What did he do? Oh, he still did all right.
He took over the Brandon Ayuk role, apparently. I mean,
Man, dude, what a
that guy's
beast.
not doing anything.
Not a lot on Connor's side to be excited about.
Yeah, that is tough. At least he got Kareem Hunt, which
Oh,
hopefully
this is a horrible, horrible timing. Yeah, I mean, this is just an Eddie bye week.
this is
Like,
just
all
yeah, you
Connor's on
like if
keeps
you're
on
in
bye.
Connor's situation, this is just a tank week. You're like, yeah, I'm not winning this week. Which sucks because he's 0-4. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that you never know. Like you said, it's Anthony Richardson led Colts, but Eddie is playing him because Jalen Hurts is out on bye. But yeah, I don't know how much more we need to talk about this. I can't imagine a world where Connor wins, but maybe I'm crazy.
I am going to take the old Edwards.
I'll take Eddie as well. That's why we deep dived Eddie, because he didn't get much love in this section. Yeah, it all makes sense there. All right, here we go. 2-2. Bradley, another bye week. I think tough. No, Brad's team just has no love from ESPN, I guess. Going up
I
against
mean, he's
Jamie,
got
who
Amon Ra
ESPN's
on by.
loves Jamie's team. 143, and I'm in the same boat. What did I ever? Oh yeah, we both had her at 2. Has a great team, has the trophy in hand, and I think she's gonna keep going on a little bit of a tear here.
She's going double Giants again, which I think is a good move, depending on the weather there in New York. I mean, we saw what can happen
It's in Seattle. Let me
when the
check.
Jets
Live
played
weather
there
check.
last day. Oh,
All right. Full forecast Sunday.
oh
Oh,
no, it's in New York, right?
60. No, it's here in Seattle, at Seattle.
Oh, I thought it
69
was
degrees.
Atlanta.
Good
But still,
weather.
I mean, yeah,
Great
good
football
weather,
weather.
good weather for throwing the football. And if anyone can throw the football, it's Daniel Jones.
That guy's a freak, man. I think the Seahawks also got lit up last week. They're probably gonna be pissed, but against this is just a classic Seattle matchup. Like we get torched by the Giants. I mean, we'll win, I hope, but we do get torched. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Jamie, like the team's insane. She's dealt through injuries. She's got her 2 guys on bye, and she's still projected 143. Like, leave some for the
yeah.
rest of us.
I mean, she's got guys. Like I said, she's been doing this without AJ Brown. So just when AJ Brown comes back, I'm scared.
That's crazy. She's also running out the 29th worst defense in the league. When did she add this team? She added them today on waivers. She likes what she
Nine
saw
points
against
gets. I mean,
Arizona.
against
Yeah,
Cleveland,
sure.
it could be a good play. I mean,
Could be better. Could be better.
they could be 80
Uh,
sacks.
on Brad's side, it's like it's not that I don't love the names. I just worry about their consistency. So obviously we
Yeah,
had a pretty good game from JSN. T Higgins as the number one. Oh, he's down Amon Ra, so it is his bye week. It's just some
yeah.
guys that, they're either gonna do a lot
Again,
or
it
they're gonna
just
put
comes
up
down to
pops.
is it Josh Downs with Joe Flacco or Josh Downs with Anthony Richardson? Like, I honestly think he gets the bump from Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
Romeo Dobbs,
he
like
did
Christian
take
Watson
out
goes
Kyle
down, so
Pitts.
Romeo Dobbs could go up. I don't know, but it's just like Rashad White is losing carries to Bucky Irving. I just looked it up. Brad has not put up very many points in all of his matchups. Like he's had 133 once and
Ugh.
below 100 twice.
Below 100. Oh
Yeah,
no.
and he
Oh
got a
yeah, I
win
mean
in one of
CJ
those below
Stroud
100.
hasn't been like I guess he's ranked 10, but he had a couple stretch of tough. Like the T Higgins is such a bummer.
CJ
Like
Stroud's
we
just
keep
not a
tuning
fantasy QB. You know? He's
12.
like a good QB, but not a fantasy guy. You
Yeah, you
know,
think adding all those weapons will just mean he'll get in the end zone, but we're not seeing it. He does still have all the
he
rookies,
just
so he's
has
still
so many
scaling.
rookies. It's like I
He's
don't know. Like,
scaling.
can you wait long enough to start all these guys? These guys get good. I
Also,
guess he
we were
picked up two
hype
good guys.
about Wicks, but like Dobbs, I guess he's done nothing, and this guy doesn't. He's not confident in him, so that's never what you want to see. What's the guy say about Josh Downs? Nothing. He doesn't even get a video. He just dropped 22, so
But that's
I
what I'm
don't know.
saying.
But
Is
it's Joe
he was
Flacco.
getting fed by Joe Flacco.
But the narrative in the offseason was that Josh Downs is a freak, and then he got hurt. It was a weird narrative coming out of Indianapolis to get the Josh Downs hype train going, but I don't know. I don't really know how Jamie doesn't just keep winning. I mean, number one wide receiver, number two tight end in the world where the tight ends are playing fucking horribly. Like, and look at the difference here. Like, he's well ahead. He averages 14.4, and Brock Bowers is at 10.7, and he's at third. Like, George Kittle just
Well,
averages
George
four
Kittle's the
more
number two
points.
tight end and he missed a game. So if he didn't
Oh
miss
my
that game, he
God,
would
he's a
definitely be number
beast.
one.
That
Yeah.
is a freak. You're right. God, and Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
What a freak.
I'm so sad that I missed out. He's so much fun to watch. So
Yeah, that combo, Jamie, definitely gonna be a force if
yeah.
all these guys can stay healthy. So we'll see if Malik Neighbors plays. I know he had the concussion. Oh, he's not practicing. But she has the backup already ready. She just throw in.
Who's the third guy? Is she
Oh,
gonna
and
pick up
she's
Sterling
got
Sharp?
Bucky
She's got the
Irving too.
handcuff too.
She has another
She's
handcuff.
got Brad's handcuff.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it's smart. I mean, her running backs are great. Aaron Jones, I don't think he's ever seen this much usage in his life. Like He's going crazy.
Yeah, because he was always kind of like the receiving guy in Green Bay, I thought. And then they're just like, you know what? You're going to receive for us, and you're also going to get
Yeah,
19 carries.
what a piece. So good drafted by our ex champ. You taking Jamie?
I am taking. I already
Where
had
did
it
I
written
put
down.
Brad? Oh, I did not like Brad. Sorry, Brad. But you got Amon Ra in the bye. He'll be back. Get back game. Jumping in here, we got Reese at 2-2 going up against 2-2 Parker. Reese actually has some decent player rankings on the team for me putting him at 11. You put him at 10, so nod to you. What do you like about Reese's team?
I just like Reese's team more than I like Eddie and Connor's team.
Oh,
Is
yeah, it's the
what
Eddie
I like
angle.
about Reese's team. Xavier Worthy could start seeing the field more. I don't know what that means for him, just because, like I said, he either gets a 50-yard touchdown or he doesn't. Like he doesn't really seem like the intermediate guy that Rashee Rice was. So it'd be interesting to see how that usage is. DK Metcalf could go off again. I mean, he's got the good tight end ranking, but I mean, what does the number 4 tight end mean for Cole Kmet? Did that all come in one game? I have no idea. I haven't heard of Cole Kmet doing anything. I'm
Jarvis.
shocked that he's averaging 10. Oh, I
Oh,
guess he
yeah, I
did
mean,
have
he just
one
had a
game. Okay.
25.7, and then
Yeah.
no one played him this week. So, yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
call. Good call. Oh, he's got Isaiah Likely. Remember that guy went off that 1 week. And then
See,
has
this
done
is the
nothing.
thing with tight ends this year is that they're power ranked 4 and 6, but they have gone over 7 points once.
Yeah, it is concerning.
That's tough.
And that's why it's like, oh, do I need to go pick up a guy off the wire to get 4 points most likely, or should I ride with this dog and get 0? We'll keep doing that. On Parker's side, he gets Njoku back, which should be a nice bump for him against once again what we perceive to be an easy matchup. We'll see if we can do it. Mike Evans has been like hot and cold, right? Oh no, I guess hot, cold,
I
cold,
mean, that's
hot.
kind of always how Mike
Yeah,
Evans has
true.
been. Like, he'll get his 1,000 yards, but it'll come in bunches.
Yeah, he'll grind it there. Christian Kirk is heating up. I think he's got good path. Yeah, there you go. So that really rounds out his team. Obviously, Devonta Smith also got extended rest after that concussion going into the bye week now. So he should have a good stretch of some more consistency, especially with Love back. But
I definitely like his team after this week, but Ramondre Stevenson is a bit of a concern for me. And Bijan Robinson, too, for that matter. I mean, the way that
yeah,
Raheem Morris is
anyway,
talking
damn.
about
When
this
did he draft him?
offense is just the
4.
same way
Oh,
that Arthur Smith used to talk about the Atlanta Falcons offense, and Tyler Algier out-touched Bijan Robinson in the second half of that game. So,
yeah,
hey,
that
like you
is
hate to
scary.
see it, but it's just happening again. Like I don't know what it is about Atlanta, but they're just like, yeah, these sick weapons that we have. Johnny
Fuck him.
Smith, Darnell Mooney.
I think this one actually is going to be closer, but I am certified Parker hater, so do
Yeah,
I
I
go
mean, I don't know
Reese?
why.
That's such a
I'm
big
taking
Reese
Parker here.
move.
I'll make my decision first. I think Jordan Love will be too much to overcome.
Let
I
me look
think
at the matchups. Oh yeah, it is such a good Jordan Love game. And Reese is one of those guys who's in that tough spot where like, yeah, so you had to add Chase Brown. Like you're not getting the top ads, but you have the worst team. Like he snuck away with a couple W's, even though his points for is so low. Like if he lost, he would have had the second ad and could have got someone to help him. But instead now he has Chase Brown going up against Baltimore. Like, yeah, give me Parker. I can't do it to my record. He gets Nick Chubb back at some point. Christian McCaffrey will be a cool pick next year for him. Yeah, God, tough runnings. All right. And into the game of the week. Got Andrew at 3-1 versus you, Adam, at 3-1. Andrew with a 9.5 point edge over you by ESPN.
yeah, I
Good
am on a
Lord,
little
the
bit of a bye week,
projections
so
are insane. He's running Chiefs D. Like, oh, team looks pretty actually gross, and he's got some guys on bye, but that doesn't look like they'll change. Oh, it's gross because he took out Brandon Ayuk. That's why it looks so good. I same with me
he's
and Tyreek
going with
Hill.
League at overdue. What did League do? with Andy
See,
Dalton.
besides talk like a beast. Oh, he went crazy
Yeah, I
last
mean,
week. Oh, six,
look at
six,
that.
six.
He
A
had 2
tutty.
carries, man. He's like the Debo Samuel of 2020.
Ah, true, true. Yeah, it's an interesting after, but when if anyone's gonna watch the Carolina game, it's Andrew. So he saw every snap.
Yeah,
Anyway, must have liked what he saw. So I
yeah.
respect it. Plus with CD Lamb on Sunday Night Football too, like that could be nice. That Bears D though, they're staunch, and he's got two pieces going up on it.
Yeah, that could. I mean,
Man,
I don't know. I'm worried about this matchup. I wouldn't be so worried if it was still Bryce Young, but again, the Red Rifle is kind of slinging it out there. Chuba Hubbard's really stepped up in that #1 running back role. Um, I'm curious to see going forward how Jonathan Brooks gets mixed up in there when he finally comes back.
yeah,
Again, the Josh Allen Dalton Kincaid stack is always just terrifying to look at.
yeah, and
So
against Houston too, I think that defense kind of allows you to move a little bit. So you could have yourself a problem. I'm surprised that's not any type of primetime game, but I'm glad they gave us Chiefs New Orleans Saints after giving us Chiefs Atlanta Falcons. Like I don't know why we have to watch every fucking Chiefs versus NFC South game, but two
it's just
teams
what
that
we gotta do.
historically have refs some ref action. So on your end, I mean, it still looks good. We
Yeah.
both put you at one. Obviously, tough bye weeks for you. I think you would rather not play Jalen Waddle. Is that a correct
Yeah, and I
assumption?
mean, I might not even play Jalen Waddle. I mean, Trey Tucker might be the play here. Just hope for a bomb touchdown.
Yeah,
Losing
fair.
Rashee Rice is just tragic. I mean, he
Yeah.
was looking like, it was looking like I was going to have Nico Collins #2 and Rashee Rice, who, if he did anything in the week, he'd probably be top 5 as well. And
Yeah.
then Derrick Henry rounding out. Like, my running back slots are also just so good, especially with Monty.
Yeah, pretty insane. Like it's kind of all you need. So when you get those guys off bye, you'll be looking better. But you are just like the rest of us now, dealing with some injuries. Andrew gets his guy back from injury. Joe Mixon. Oh man, that Buffalo Houston game is gonna be a must watch for him. Let's
Yeah.
see what time it is. Let's just open all the new tabs. 10 a.m. All right, so Adam, you could be in a bit of a hole coming out of the morning games with those
Yeah,
three
but I mean,
playing, but you do
if
have Nico Collins, so
yeah,
or you could outscore all three of them with one guy. We'll see
I'm
how
hoping
Nico
that Zach
plays and
Ertz
mixes.
can find the end zone, man. Just like getting a cheeky little touchdown from Zach Ertz would be cool.
Getting any tight end points would be amazing. So, yeah, Dalton Kincaid's come alive a little bit. I'm surprised he's not used more, honestly. But that Baltimore game must have been super weird for them because nothing happened.
Yeah. Even when they blew out, like I think Josh Allen threw 5 touchdowns in that one game beforehand. Did they play on that Monday night or whatever? And Dalton Kincaid still only had like 3 catches, so I don't know
Yeah,
who
true.
is getting all the targets, but
Does Baltimore have a good defense, or like, are you worried about Jamar Chase? I feel like that's
um,
the angle for me. That's like because CD Lamb and Nico are kind of going to be parallel, but if Jamar Chase goes, he just doesn't really have the firepower to back it up.
I mean, who is Baltimore played this year? They played the
I have no
Raiders.
idea. Oh,
Played,
I
I
guess I
mean,
can figure it out. Kansas City, Vegas, Dallas, Buffalo. Jeez,
did
crap. Who's
CD go
this?
off
Oh
against
yeah, Derrick Henry.
what did CD do against Baltimore? I like it's one of those things where what am I'm gonna bench Jamar Chase because he's going up against Baltimore. Like no,
No, no, I'm just trying to
yeah.
decide who I pick.
I'm
Maybe
taking
on
Peat.
another
So
week could have not done it. Oh, why not go Andrew for the parody? Is this Andrew's year? I don't necessarily believe in it. He's got a lot of Carolina players in the roster, but and then Rashid Shaheed coming off a goose, I think, right? No, no, 15.7. Gee, Rashid Shaheed's kind of a beast, dude. What the hell?
uh,
And you know they're going to be slinging it with Kansas City. All right, now fullback. I don't love having the Chiefs D when he also has a bunch of guys going against the Chiefs, but why not? Derek Carr
he
sling a
has
pick
one guy
six.
going against the Chiefs.
Sorry, I just got all the Carolina guys going up. They play a staunch Bears D though. In Chicago. Let's check the weather. 10 a.m. Okay. Might be morning. All right. Yeah, yeah. No, put me down for Andrew. All right, let's check the power rankings.
What does ESPN have?
Jamie at 1. That makes sense. Andrew at 2. Damn, where are you?
Max at 3. I'm down there at 4. The Rashi Rice injury
Oh,
just tanked me, man.
yeah, oof, that's brutal. My favorite is it compares it to draft day
I
exclusively.
know, right?
It's like, well,
Coming on a draft day, I looked at that and I'm like, excuse me? What?
12. That's a good side. I mean, look at all of us. I mean, really, I gotta get on my
If you're
wagon.
drafted down there, there's really nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, it's true. It's nice to have a green arrow.
It is nice.
No,
What
you
would it
know,
be like with a
12,
red arrow?
11, 10. Are we ESPN? 12, 11. Oh no, we got him at the university right there. Where's Timothy? 6?
Timothy has 6. All right. Eddie.
Maybe the team just needs
ESPN likes your team.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, good video. Good to be back. I'll be back for the foreseeable future. Let us know if anyone wants to be a guest. It's October, so we can get a little bit spooky with it. You can message us at the Schmeat Nation 3 Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And
Oh,
any
wait.
final words?
X, formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, true. Sorry, I don't have one. I'm more of a Threads guy. Also, don't have one of those. Huh? Words of wisdom being 3 and 1, 1 and 3, 3 and 1.
500 on the podcast. That's all you can ask for in fantasy.
Yeah, true. Trying to make it 500 in the next week too.
Something like
All right, we'll see everyone.
that. Yeah. Have a good
Bye.
one, guys.